Good day, viewers, and welcome to today's Sports Wrap Show. I am your host, Brian Munango, unpacking the latest sports news. Well, the Premier League, I can confidently say, is back, as we saw Man City with a convincing 3-0 win against Burnley, and Chelsea had to settle for a 1-1 draw against Liverpool. I'll repeat that once more. Chelsea settled for a 1-1 draw against Liverpool. I don't know if you guys remembered, but I was with Hancho in studio on Saturday, and we both had to give our bold predictions. But let's take a look at that video before we continue with the show. Talk a lot. Tell me now, who's winning that game?
That game?
Yes.
I am putting my money on Chelsea.
Okay, give me a prediction. Give me an accurate prediction, and I'll also give you mine.
Chelsea 2, okay, let's make it 3-1.
Chelsea 3-1. You guys heard it, Hancho, Chelsea 3-1.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear mine?
Yes.
Chelsea 2, Liverpool 2. It's going to be a draw. No one is coming away with the points.
Alrighty. I'm excited.
We are shaking it on screen. No one is winning.
But nonetheless, it's all the sporting action we had for you this weekend. Until next weekend, it is.
Well, like I said, no one is coming away with the points. He is still mad at me for saying 2-2, but 2-2 and 1-1 are basically the same thing. But with that, let's get into today's hit list. Well, the Central Volleyball Association League 2023 finals took place at the Unam Gym Hall over this weekend. Well, the overall winners, as you can see, they're pictured in that picture. For the women, we have number 1, Revivals. 2, we have Comas Nampol. In 3, we saw Kudos. And for the men, Comas Nampol reigned supreme. NDF came second, with Afro Cat C taking the third place. That is, the prize money was 2,000 for the third place, 3,000 for second, and 5,000 for the overall winners. So congratulations to those volleyball teams there. Well, SKW was fully packed on Saturday as African Stars hosted FC Muza FC actually, in their final friendly match before they face Zambia's Champions Club Power Dynamos FC in the CAF Champions League on the 18th of August in Johannesburg. Well, the game ended goalless for both teams, and we caught up with Coach Coffee, and this is what he had to say.
Prince George Coffee joining us. Mr. Coffee, international friendly, as I've been asking everyone else, 0-0, was it a good reflection of what happened or transpired in the game?
No, I don't think so. 0-0 shouldn't have been the outcome of this game. You know, even though the game was very difficult, you know, our opponents came with a well-rehearsed strategy. What they did was they combined the low defensive block with a mid defensive block. So they always try to take us on the break, and that's what they did. They would tease us, and then they'll put the ball behind us, and then they'll try to overload. So when that happens, it means our team also have to do what we call recovery round or tracking round in an organized structure. You see, so when that happens, it means you have to recycle. You need to start. You have to restart the game. So it was very difficult. But in the first half, we had the chances. Awilo had 1 or 2 chances with Wetu, where they could have just combined to finish. And he went for glory on 2 occasions. And we didn't get the ball didn't enter the net. Wetu also had one wide, and he should have just given a simple pass to Juja to put in the net. He also went for glory. The ball didn't enter. So those balls, I'm telling you, those chances, if he had put those balls in the net, I'm telling you, it would have changed the dynamics of the game. But because we didn't get those goals, they also came, our opponents also came into the game, and they started building up their confidence, and they started playing. But that notwithstanding, I think in the second half, we still had some decent chances that we should have put in, especially what Wetu had. He went for the Sizaki, the classicer. Instead of just taking it easy, bringing the ball down and with composure and putting the ball in the net. But he went for the classicer, and then he miskicked. And then Harold also had he couldn't get it right. That ball would have entered the net. So I would say it is not the true reflection of the game. We did well, even though our opponents did very well. We did better and should have won this game.
Well, personally, I always enjoy listening to Coach Coffee because he gets into detail. I mean, speaking of the goals that they could have scored, definitely not happy with the fact that the team had to settle for a 0-0 draw. But yeah, the weekend drop is up next after we visit the marketplace. Well, this weekend the NTV team was at the VRS Stadium, at the Vegop Stadium, that is, where we saw Samsung Windhoek High School successfully defend their narrow lead against VAP. That was definitely a really, really good game. But let's take a look at the highlights.
The majestic Vegop Stadium. That's going to be up and through. First point on the board. Windhoek High School try to make something happen. Just outside the 5-meter line, swinging the ball out. It looks like the number 13 is going to take it. Windhoek High School, can they make another try happen? Not many phases being played in this game. Big throw out to the left. Can Beerker swing it to number 11? Yes, he can. And that is yet another try. Jurgen Meyer showing up for the
beskikbaar bly. Henry Kambatuku.
Oh, Kambatuku with yet another big run. This time it will be try time from the number 6, McHenry Kambatuku. A swing there. He's going to get a sin bin. Yeah, I mean, it was Windhoek High School with the quick tap. Referee has no issue with it. Big run from Windhoek High School. He's going to keep going. Popping it out to the right, Windhoek High School. Does he need support? He's going to go for the wise chip. Can he get to the ball? This is a stunning try. Oh, edging towards the try line. VAP needing to make sure their defensive forces are aware, lest something like that happens. That was quite the runner from number 4, Shiripo Karumba. Referee is going to penalize Windhoek High School. Out. Referee not saying anything, and thus that means nothing needs to be said. Things getting a little chippy. Red card. My.
Wen hom vinnig bal af in die middel. Kaden Moller wat dan lang aangee, aan die linkerkant toe stuur. William Beker se heel agter wat vir Jurgen Meyer wegstuur op 'n goeie loopie.
That looks like yet another. So the try was scored by Jurgen Meyer, making it his second of the game. However, Windhoek Afrikaans Before School may get their first here, and they do from the efforts of number 7, Walter Otto. It's a big kick from Van der Merwe Tromp, and it goes through. Delano van der Berg coming to the ground there. Ben Berger swinging it out. Tromp coming back to the number 7. Oh, that is going to come out, but stern effort from Walter Otto.
Skeieregter wat sy arm uithou met voordeel vir BAS. Kyk of hulle 'n gaping kan kry daar aan die linkerkant toe.
Oh, smart rugby from Windhoek High School. They
Dit Walter Otto.
Great line out by Windhoek Affies. Affies, can they get it done? Edging towards the try box. Referee is right there by the action. That looks like it's a try. Windhoek High School. Swinging the ball out, Windhoek High School. Big run from Jaden van Zyl. Does Windhoek High School maintain the pressure? Referee is going to call back play.
En die koorskool van ander rigting daar aan die linkerkant toe. Na Jurgen Meyer toe, trap binnekant toe, trap buitekant toe. Klop 'n paar manne. Beer nog steeds vorentoe, ruk homself los. Uitstekende 3.
Well, I can definitely say I enjoyed watching those highlights. As you can see, the background photo here is a picture from the VIS game that took on at Windhoek Stadium. Well, Spotify is up next after the break. Well, the Capricorn Group Schools Netball League is set to stun as the reigning champions in the under-19 division. The Windhoek Gymnasium Black Diamonds are set to defend the title against Eshipena Secondary School, while both teams are currently tied with 27 league points, and Eshipena currently in at the top following wins against Moria Private School and Pro-Ed Academy. The under-19 division, Ella Duplessis are racing to keep third place in the league ahead of Windhoek High School. Well, we have highlights for you as NTV was also there to broadcast these games, so please do enjoy.
Sends it on to their goal attack. Goal attack gives it over to the goal shooter. That is obstruction, says our umpire. And that is a goal. That is wing defense to center. Center right on into the goal territory. Hands to the goal shooter. Goal shooter to goal attack. Right under their goal post now. That is a goal for Windhoek High School. Rehoboth High School right under their goal post now, and that is a goal for Rehoboth High School. That is Windhoek High School sending the ball back after they intercept right under their goal post. In the center there in the Capricorn Group Schools Netball League onto their wing attack to center, right to their goal shooter, and that is a goal for Windhoek Gymnasium. Tori slightly back now. Their center plays it right into the hands of their goal attack, Alicia Ludek, and that is a goal for Alicia Ludek on behalf of Windhoek Gymnasium. Very strong pass there for Gymnasium from their center, sending it right into their goal territory now by the hands of their goal shooter. That is a goal for Windhoek Gymnasium. That is Okanya Secondary School once again looking up at their goal post, and that is a goal. Walvis Bay Private School wing attack sends it over to the goal shooter to the goal attack, and that is a goal for Walvis Bay Private School. They are currently that is Roots right under their goal post once again with a goal. That's Roots Gymnasium under their goal post, and that is a goal for Roots Gymnasium. Currently we are turning the ball, longer, more confident shots for these girls now. Walvis Bay goal attack with a goal for Walvis Bay. Unfortunately not a goal for Windhoek High School. I think they were sending it along to their goal attack. And that is a goal for Windhoek High School by their goal attack. Possession of the ball, their center looking for an opportunity. She sends it on to her goal defense. And that is Windhoek Gymnasium sending it on to their goal shooter. And that is a goal for Windhoek Gymnasium, making light work. Windhoek High School commencing from the center. Very fast-paced game for Windhoek High School at the moment. Their goal shooter right under their goal post, and that is a goal for Windhoek High School.
How do you find the perfect time? Is it in what we create? Or is perfection a form of art? Can we taste the perfect time? Move to it. Feel it. Or is it best enjoyed together? The perfect time is out there. Come with us to find it. Windhoek Draft. Perfect time, perfect beer.
Okay, well, the national rugby team of Namibia and Chile met for the first time on Saturday, with Namibia achieving a closely contested win by 28 points to 26. Both teams are qualified for the upcoming World Cup, with Namibia on their way for their 7th participation, while Chile is the first-time qualifiers who got eliminated by the USA last year. Well, we have a highlights package compiled by Andrew Pullman, so please have a look.
The Namibian rugby coaching team has a lot to reflect on after their 3-match tour in South America that came to an end on Saturday. The Namibians ended their tour on a high with their narrow 28-26 victory against Chile in the coastal city of Valparaiso. Both teams scored 4 tries, with a fly-half Tiaan Swanepoel's 4 successful goal kicks eventually helping to make the difference in the 2-point win. Chile's enterprising backs excelled initially in creating their early tries, as the tourists fell behind by 26 points to 7 after 55 minutes. JC Greiling scored his 28th try in his 42nd test after good build-up work by Damian Stevens and Tiaan Swanepoel. With this try, Greiling equaled the Namibian national career record, which had been held until now by Crisander Botha with 28 tries in 55 tests. A somewhat fortunate intercept try by Namibian fullback Divan Rousseau provided the spark that made the turnaround realistic in the remaining 25 minutes. After Rousseau's try, the hooker Louis van der Westhuizen crossed the Chilean goal line from a line-out driving maul, before the lock Adrian Ludik barged over for the winning try following a period of sustained pressure. According to coach Alistair Coetzee, the flanker Johan Retief, who was sent on from the reserve bench in place of Max Kachizeku, injured his collarbone during the second half. 3 other forwards were already out of contention last week, namely the lock Chewy Uanivi with a back muscle, as well as the hookers Torsten van Jaarsveld with a biceps muscle and Giard Versaghi with a calf muscle. Earlier on the tour, the scrum half Hilarius Kiesting also broke his arm. Namibia will probably announce its 33-man squad for the World Cup in France before the end of this week. Namibia's first World Cup match is against Italy on September 9th, with their other group matches to follow against New Zealand, France and Uruguay.
This month on DSTV Compact Plus.
What you hear is excitement.
Relive the magic of Aretha Franklin as the Queen of Soul delivers a mesmerizing performance in Paris. Join ex-military Major Jack Reacher as he is drawn into investigating various murderous plots in this blockbuster movie franchise.
Remember, you wanted this.
One magnificent prophecy, Mr. Reacher.
Tag along as couples across Nigeria enjoy a roller coaster of emotions in the build-up to their big day.
Where you get it from, who made your dress. I think with that, I'm good.
And take your seat at the National Athletic Center in Budapest as the world's best compete for gold at the World's Championships.
Oh my word, it was really tight the line. The Americans take it from Jamaica.
It's your moment to be entertained by staying connected to DSTV Compact Plus.
Save your budget one bargain at a time with WB. Get 900-gram Hugo's Jam for $29.99. 2 kg Rice King Rice for $32.99. 1 kg Mama's Washing Powder for $26.99. 10 Soft and Gentle Toilet Rolls for $34.99. Plus, our budget combo for just $389.99. See all our super savings online at www.woermanbrock.com. We care.
Good day everyone, time for international sports news, and starting off with tennis news first. It was a Canadian Open men and women that played its 1000s tournament on the WTA and ATP that concluded. That was on Sunday, and the winner of the men's division was Yannick Sinner. He's from Italy. That's his first 1000s tournament win. 1000s tournament mean that all the top ranked players in the world played in the tournament, and he beat Alex de Minaur in the final. He's from Australia, 6-4 and 6-1. 7th seed Yannick Sinner, a bit of a surprise playing against the unseeded Alex de Minaur. Many of the top seeds fell away in the round of 16 quarterfinal also, and it was number 1 seed in the tournament, Carlos Alcaraz, that lost to Tommy Paul in the quarterfinals, and number 2 seed Daniel Medvedev, he lost to Alex de Minaur. That was also in the quarterfinals, 7-6 and 7-5. And in the women's division, it was Jessica Pegula of the USA. She won the Canadian Open. She beat Lyudmila Samsonova of Russia in the final 6-love and 6-1. Difficult for Samsonova to play in the final because she played the semi-final earlier on the finals day. That was because of scheduling problems because of rain. She played against Elena Rybakina of Kazakhstan and beat her in 3 sets, so it was unfair to her to play 2 games on one day. It was also Elena Rybakina, number 4 in the world, that slammed the WTA as being unprofessional for the scheduling problems, and she also finished her quarter-final at 3 a.m. on the Saturday. Going on to golf news, and there's a new women's number 1 player in the world, and that is Lilia Vu. Lilia Vu over the weekend won the British Open for women, also called the AIG Open, and she won it quite convincingly, and it is she's overtaking Nelly Korda of the USA. Nelly Korda will now be the new world number 2 with the new rankings coming out. Also on the golf, it was in the men's PGA. It was a good win for Lucas Glover. It was consecutive wins for him. He won a week ago also the Wyndham Championship, but now he won the St. Jude's Championship. That was the first of 3 FedEx Cup playoffs, and a big win for him. He played in a playoff to win the title. He had 15 under par total together with Patrick Cantlay of the USA. They had an extra hole playoff. The first playoff hole, it was Lucas Glover that won. The next tournament will be the BMW Championship on the PGA and the FedEx, so the best 50 players on the ranking will now go and play on the BMW Championship, and then that's followed with the top 30 players finishing off at the last FedEx tournament in Atlanta. And continuing international sports news with soccer news, it is still transfer news. Big news for Neymar. He's the Brazilian forward that plays for Paris Saint-Germain for PSG, and the PSG agreed to sell him to the Saudi Arabian Pro League, and it was Al Hilal that made an offer of 90 million euros, and it is Neymar that will go over to the Saudi Premier League. He was in the news in 2017 for a world record signing of 222 million euro in 2017. So now he's sold for 90 million euros. Also in the English Premier League, it was Liverpool and Chelsea that was fighting for the signature of the Ecuadorian midfielder from Brighton, that is Moises Caicedo, and in the end it was Chelsea that offered 133 million euro compared to 128 million euro of Liverpool. So it's Caicedo that will go to Chelsea for the new season. And closing off today's international sports news with rugby news, it is the flyer of England's rugby team, Owen Farrell, that is in trouble. He's received a red card when he played against Wales. That was in a friendly game over the weekend, and he needs to see what World Rugby punishment he will get for the red card. And it is a concern, obviously, for England. They need to play against Argentina, their first World Cup game, on the 10th of September. That is the opening game. And if he gets a red card and there will be sanction against Owen Farrell, he might not be able to play against Argentina that first game. So World Rugby still needs to decide what the punishment will be. That's international sports news for today. Hope you have a great sport day, and we talk again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's Sports Wrap show. Sports Wrap will be back again tomorrow, same time, same place. Goodbye.